A rogue planet is this inconspicuous dot in the night sky. Despite being 20 light years away from the sun, this object has a star in the surrounding sky, has bright flashes of light that makes it appear less gloomy. Oh, and there's also the fact that this rogue planet has a magnetic field 200 times stronger than Jupiter. Did I forget to mention that? This is what causes the northern lights to appear on a regular basis in light shows, but our vast and limitless universe contains even more amazing worlds. Discover how one planet can be both extremely cold and scalding hot at the same time. In this video, we aim to answer the question of whether or not there is a place where things rise rather than fall. What's the strangest known exoplanet in our solar system? Which of the worlds would you be able to take the coolest photos in? That's something I want to know personally. GJ504b, better known as the Cherry Bomb, is a gas giant located just 57 light years away from Earth. Like Jupiter, these planets are typically yellowish brown while Saturn stays orange. As a result of the extreme heat, this one is still very young and has a vibrant shade of pink. No filter required because the nearest star is so far away that its light will not interfere with any selfies taken from the Cherry Bomb's orbit. An eclipse occurs on this planet, which is 400 light years from Earth. Scientists have dubbed this gas giant Mega Saturn because its rings are 200 times larger than those of Saturn. The Earth-Sun distance is divided in half because of their radii. More than 2 years will be required for a flight around its outer ring. Even if you have the most powerful rocket, the view from the top is breathtaking. 320 light years from Earth, another exoplanet can be found. This is where we'll find some of the most unique scenery. It's based on a 3-star system. When one of them goes down, the other 2 go up, and so on and so forth. Consider that in some places, you may have to wait more than a century for nightfall before your workday is over. I've only told you about gas giants so far, but rocky worlds can be much more interesting. Where can we find exoplanets with unusual surfaces? In our solar system, there's Venus, with its sulfuric acid desert and temperatures that can reach up to 450 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, a little further, 560 light years away, the Kepler 10b exoplanet has a surface temperature of 3 times of Earth. This world is a massive hell furnace, with temperatures reaching 1500 degrees. Mercury is 20 times closer to its star than the planet is to its sun. You would need heat-resistant platforms like those found on Mustafar, the lava planet from Star Wars. So unless you want to end up with a bad burn like Anakin Skywalker, take the high ground. But have you ever heard of the Planet of Contrast? With a distance of just 20 light years, Gliese 581c is always staring at its red dwarf star with only one side of its body. There's a raging inferno on the surface of the planet, which is the habitable zone like ours. There's a scorching desert just like that on Venus, but moving to the dark side as soon as possible to cool off will leave you frozen from head to toe. Tolerable conditions can really only be found on a narrow strip of land between the 2 hemispheres. You might think that the surface is either hot or cold, but what if I told you it can be both? The planet of burning ice is 33 light years away from Earth. You can only reach its surface if you have a heat-resistant spacesuit, and you'll be greeted by icy plains with temperatures that exceed 500 degrees Celsius. Even lead will melt in that kind of heat, but the water is actually pretty solid here. Why is this so? The answer is crushing gravity and massive pressure. Even a tourist wearing a heat-resistant spacesuit is likely to break their legs here. But don't worry, we have an indestructible suit that can withstand almost anything, and we can't go any further without it. I'm referring to the planets with the most extreme weather. Here on Earth, we have rain, snow, and hail, and at worst, precipitation in the form of fish or toads. However, it doesn't rain on the planet 65 light years away from Earth. It glistens in this gas giant's atmosphere. There's a lot of silica of translucent blue stones under the influence of the nearby star's heat. They evaporate and condense into clouds, and as a result, they cause precipitation. It kind of falls down like blue glass, which absolutely sounds beautiful, but I forgot to mention that due to the powerful wind reaching 2.5 kilometers per second, the glass falls horizontally to the ground and cuts and sweeps away everything it needs. As a result, astronomers named this location the Slasher Planet, and the Hat P7b planet, which is light years away, the Sapphire Slasher. There are no shards of glass in its heated atmosphere, only genuine jewels. These clusters of aluminum oxide are actually rubies and sapphires. However, weather is more than just precipitation. On Earth, sea tides are caused by the moon. The tides that occur in a star system 1,200 light-years away from Earth are the most destructive. Every 3 months, the gas giant Kepler-36c passes close enough to the rocky planet Kepler-36b to cause powerful earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Most importantly, planets are influenced by their stars, and on occasion, this influence really is truly astounding. What planets have the most unusual and extreme interstellar weather, you ask? Well, any massive object tries to assume the shape of a sphere in space. This exoplanet, located 870 light-years away from Earth, is oblong like an egg because WASP-12b is so close that its star almost devours the planet alive. If you try and jump from a platform on the planet's convex side, you won't be flying down for very long. The gravity of that star will pull you up and carry you off into space. Scientists estimate that the mass lost by the egg planet every second is equivalent to the weight of 1,000 great Egyptian pyramids. Just go ahead and visualize that for a second. The gas giant will be completely consumed in 10 million years. Over 2,000 light-years from us, this is a tiny planet with a population of less than 10,000. Despite the fact that this star in the sky appears to be living a peaceful existence, it is in fact one of the ghouls. When it comes to radiation, this star is a force to be reckoned with, raining down storms on the Earth. It's hard to imagine a better place to be than the molten reactor Noble. Only the souls of the dead could exist in this place. This is why this planet is known as Poltergeist by astronomers. Supersized spacesuits just aren't safe. Radiation poisoning will not be protected by this. As a result, you'll need to seek serious medical attention following this trip. As it turns out, Kepler-438b, which is located nearly 500 light-years away, is actually another Earth. And this planet is the most remarkable of them all because it's the only one in the universe capable of supporting human or other life. So tell us, what do you think really will bring a potential threat to us? Are they really that frightening? Tell us what you think in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Quest, where we bring the cosmos to your screen.